I'm marketing a brand to Black people, right? I'm the VP of multicultural marketing at Coca-Cola or whatever, right? But oftentimes you don't see a lot of people of color in these spaces, especially not in like higher up positions. So that's why you get like campaigns that brands get canceled, right? Because why did nobody approve this? Did y'all not run this by one Black person? Like, what are y'all doing?
What is your opinion or what is your feeling on like AI? Because I know I've been seeing a bunch of people pop up like on Instagram trying to push AI marketing and all these different new apps that can help you. What is your feeling on like AI marketing?
I think it's an exciting time, honestly. Like, it's scary because it's like a lot of what I do, like as a marketer, is like could be replaced by a machine, right? You have ChatGPT that could like create a social media calendar for you, that could write captions, that could write show note descriptions, that could do all these things. So a lot of what I'm getting paid to do is now a machine could do it, right? So it's kind of scary, but it's also exciting because now people who don't have the means to have a strategist, right, to pay thousands of dollars, can get their marketing done for very, very cheap, very, very quickly. But there's lots of apps. So there's one called Video, VIDYO, that like will cut up all your clips, right? So you upload one YouTube video and it'll cut up a whole bunch of clips. You have obviously ChatGPT is a big one. You have Dolly, which will like create images. So you could be like, take this prompt like put a giraffe on top of the Empire State Building and make the sky yellow, right? And boom, you have a picture. And with that greatness also comes some risk, right? Because now somebody could generate a picture of me somewhere where I'm not supposed to be at, right?
Yeah.
Somebody could generate a picture of the president meeting with somebody else, right? So it's like it could get real messy. You could put Jay-Z back in the elevator with Solange, right? Like it's just things could get crazy. So it's a very interesting time to see like what is gonna come out of AI in terms of like regulation and things like that. Because people can do some crazy things, but
I want to see.
I think it's exciting.
I think it's cool, but I don't think the AI got that little flavor.
It definitely don't have no seasoning.
Yeah, it
definitely does not have no seasoning.
I tried to, because I've been just doing research, like trying to how to get grants. You know what I mean? And I was like, give me a grant like proposal or the actual, and it gave me all these big ass words, and I was just like, this don't really feel like it's coming from a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feel like it's coming from a computer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like I don't. I see it's good like for like small stuff, like you want to create pictures and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. And I even stole something else from you that you don't know. On Canva, you can put in different, like you can describe a picture that you wanted to create, and Canva will create the picture for you. For those that don't know, Canva is a site where it does everything, like whatever. But I stole that from you as well. But I don't know if AI is gonna like last. I think it's like it's almost like a Bitcoin. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Interesting. I think it's gonna evolve, and that's what's gonna make it change. You know, like for example, there's a lot of companies now that are talking about like how could they use like AI for their workflow. Like in Fort Worth, you know that they got McDonald's that doesn't have any people.
I heard of that.
Yeah, it's like a totally automated McDonald's, right? So you like go through the drive-through, you order, some machine back there cooking up the fries, dropping the burgers, doing whatever, and then they like dropping it off to you. So I think like use cases like that is where we're gonna like see more of it in like the next couple of years coming up. Because companies, large companies, they're always gonna want to save money. They're always gonna want to increase their profits. So they're gonna try to figure out like how can I get rid of humans, right? But also it's kind of exciting too, because to your point, like even though I don't have any seasoning, right? Because you could be like, write this like a Black person, and then it'd be like, hey sis, how are y'all doing? What up? And it's like, Larry, please get it together. So even though it doesn't have like that, that vernacular of the slang or like, how we talk, it's still like a good starting point. I feel like nothing is more intimidating than a blank page. Nothing is more stressful than a blank page. So even if you have like at least a good starting point, and then you can add your own, flavor and edit into it, it's a good starting point. But yeah, I definitely encourage people to test it out, play around with it. You know, tools like Canva, Notion. There's a whole bunch of tools out there that you can like use different AI tools for. But yeah, make your life easier as long as you can.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder this. Do you see like a lot of like Latin women like in marketing, or are you kind of like the anomaly?
I feel like you see Latinas, women of color, a lot in multicultural marketing, right? So it's like I'm marketing a brand to Black people, right? I'm the VP of multicultural marketing at Coca-Cola or whatever, right? But oftentimes you don't see a lot of people of color in these spaces, especially not in like higher up positions. So that's how you get like campaigns that brands get canceled, right? Because why did nobody approve this? Did y'all not run this by one Black person? Like, what are y'all doing? Like the Juneteenth ice cream that came out a couple of years ago.
Was that Ben and Jerry's or something?
I don't know who the hell it was, but it was dumb.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
And it's like, did y'all check with any Black person? Like, y'all can't just throw kente cloth on anything and just make it Black. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't just throw adobo on something and try to make it Hispanic. And there's also so many nuances to like culture, right? Like being African from Africa is a different experience from being an African American. It's a different experience from being African from the Black from the Caribbean. It's a different experience from being Dominican from the Bronx versus being Mexican from Miami. Like, it's just so different, and it really frustrates me that marketing agencies and companies they try to treat us all like one big group. Like, put the Black and the Latinos together. They're going to be comrades, right? They're going to ride together, compadres. And it's like, you cannot throw a cowboy hat on everything and, like, make it Texas, you know? So it is very frustrating to be, you know, considered one of the few or, like, an anomaly. But I think that there is room for more of us. And I'm definitely seeing more and more women like getting into the fold for sure.